Guiseley in the white tops and the blue shorts. Still no Eibel, of course, the captain who got injured in the very first seconds of that Hyde United match. He's still unavailable and will be for a couple of weeks, I understand. Not a bad ball into the area. Shooting opportunity. And for the first time tonight, Cracknell has to respond to that effort that came in from Dowling. But it's not too clever. It's sliced off the boot.
Very busy chat room on here tonight. I think there's a few people excited.
Well, this might be an exciting moment for Rhys Evans. He pulls it across. It's a brilliant ball in, and it is a lead. It's a goal scored by Foalle. The cross ball in. There was absolutely nobody in the Guiseley defence there to prevent Foalle latching onto the end of it and almost side-footing it past Cracknell. And against the run of play, it is Guiseley 0, Morpeth Town 1.
Well taken goal on the break, wasn't it? Down the right, very, very quickly. Ball in behind. Dangerous. Dangerous part of the box. You know, he got the defenders facing goal. Foalle arriving late, and he made absolutely no mistake and buried it. No chance for the goalkeeper.
Directors at this club always watches the football from over in that corner. Long ball, back stick, headed in by Lawler. Over the top. He is the tallest on the field, and he uses that height as well. Just couldn't get a downward trajectory on the header. Once again, the last pass is the one that lets them down. Now the guys, they have won it in a more favourable position. Longbottom's across in the centre. It's going to be beyond him. But Brown is coming onto this one. It'll be on his right foot. Can he get the shot away? Yes, he can. Too high. Skyward. But a better movement in general from the home side.
I think I'm right in saying his brother's called Blessings as well. I love these names.
Absolutely love it. Better from Guiseley, needs a good cross in, gets it, Longbottom, equaliser! The hottest man in town. Boy, can he score goals. And Will Longbottom regs you yet again. He told us in the build-up to the game how he'd already got half a dozen this season. Make that 7. 2 against Northwich on Saturday, another tonight. He scored a couple against Hyde when I was here a couple of weeks ago. And he's just in such hot form. Will Longbottom, 1 apiece.
It's a good drive down the right there by Oddenston. He's got us a good throw in a good position.
He's a strong runner on the ball. Now Farrell. He's strong as well, and he does well. And this is better from Guiseley, and a good ball in here. Longbottom. Guess who's there? Guess who's on the end of it? And guess who's headed Guiseley in front? 2 for Longbottom yet again. This is third double in a couple of weeks, and it was a wonderful delivery. All started with Lawler's clearance, then Oddenston with the driving run down the right flank. The cross ball was absolutely perfect, and Longbottom, well, he couldn't miss. Guiseley 2, Morpeth Town 1. And then it's back with Mbeke.
The body language is completely different, isn't it? Everyone looks keen. So much more movement off the ball, as well as you say, people want it and they want to get in a space to be chosen.
Oh, but then a terrible giveaway, and there's an opportunity here for Foalle, but Lawler will be there. Stretches those. It still breaks to Foalle. He get the shot through, and Foalle has equalised. I thought that Lawler was going to deny him, but that's a striker for you. That is a poacher's goal. It was a terrible mistake right in the middle of the park, losing the possession, the square pass that was never going to get to the intended recipient. Foalle was on his way. Lawler stretched and got the tackle in, but the ball broke kindly for the number 9 of Morpeth Town. He's got his second to cancel out Longbottom's brace, 2 apiece. 2-2 it is. This ball's in Brown's hands. Well, at his feet, fortunately. It's a good end to the half, and that's just given a big fillip again to Morpeth Town, the equaliser. Big boost. I think they thought they were going to go in down, and they could be in front even here. Now that is yet another brilliant block from Lawler, because that was travelling from the left boot of Danny Barlow. Can't quite see because a huddle of spectators over by that corner flag. In fact, it's a right-footed delivery. Missed by the first line of defence, which was Longbottom. He's been one of the heroes of that first 45 minutes. It was, though, Morpeth Town who took the lead with a Jack Foalle goal on the 20-minute mark, but then a brace from Will Longbottom, who scored in 37 and in 40 minutes. 2 excellent goals for Guiseley, but then that error just before half-time. Good break led to Foalle equalling Longbottom's efforts. He picked up his second, and so Morpeth and Guiseley go into the dressing rooms all square at the break. Guiseley 2, Morpeth Town 2. In 8.5 games, which is probably more than anybody else in the division, I would have thought. Plenty of goals around tonight anyway. It's good to see. Well worth coming out on a Tuesday night for. It's going to be well, it was kept in there by the Guiseley number 10, Joe Ackroyd, but couldn't direct it to anybody. And he's gone down injured as well, Ackroyd. I think he has not hurt himself.
Come back inside and pick something else.
Guiseley's corner. Over on the far side, a flick on here. Over the top, Johnson came to meet it. Flick of the head.
He's mucked in there and, hope he has a lot to do.
Oh, a miss here. Guiseley are in. Oh, it's beyond the goalkeeper and it's out. And the Foalle was just unable to poke it, prod it. May return the compliment with the ball out to Ackroyd. It's exactly what does happen. And then again, the two of them feature with three. Oh, great ball in. Lovely ball from Oddenston, who's still sitting on his backside, but in admiration at the cross. Only shame was there was nobody on the end of it. But it was a lovely move. This is the danger man for Morpeth, no question about that. The 2-goal Foalle. That's useful as well, and a brilliant save by Cracknell keeps Guiseley level. It was Foalle down the right-hand channel. The ball in was very, very good, and James was arriving. But the keeper, Cracknell, his reflex is absolutely superb to keep it at 2 apiece. He's raised the arms in the usual sort of signal that they do, and then ballooned it to the far side. The header back in is dangerous though, met by Oddenston's head. Still a chance here for Morpeth on the attack, very much so. Cross ball in, kept away by Lawler. Thumping shot, what a goal! What an absolute screamer of a goal here for Morpeth Town. And Jordan Hickey has come up with something absolutely exceptional to give Morpeth the lead for the second time tonight. It's Guiseley 2, Morpeth Town 3.
Well, that's an extraordinary volley.
Nice little pass forward, a chance here. Maybe the shot comes in. Oh, it whistles wide of the post. Much, much better though from Guiseley, and it did create that shooting opportunity. The foot who's taken up a station on the left wing now. Look at that burning pace, and the ball is good. And it was dropping in the 6-yard area, but not to anybody in a white shirt. Otherwise, there would have been an equaliser. They might still get one. This is hoisted high and headed back over his own crossbar by the tall centre-back, and that's going to be a corner kick thanks to the header from Budle. Okay, he's got to hit it long. He knows that time is running out. It's a high spinning delivery. Lawler's got up for it, and it's scrambled into the net. Guiseley have got their equaliser. The arm is raised. I think it may have been Thewlis that got the last touch, right on the goal line. Yeah, the referee raised one arm there. He'll raise it again pretty shortly, I think. Depends how much he's added on for any injuries. The ball is safely steered away. That is it. What a good game. Very, very good game indeed. Morpeth Town took the lead against the run of play with a strike from Jack Foalle. How well Guiseley hit back. The team in form, scoring plenty of goals. They've got 3 again tonight, and the first 2 of those you edited once more by Will Longbottom with his 3rd brace of the season. He knocked in 2 very close range strikes to give Guiseley a 2-1 advantage. But before half-time, that man Foalle had taken advantage of a dreadful slip, a poorly directed pass on the halfway line by Guiseley. So it was 2-2 at the break. And then it looked for a long time as though Morpeth may go back northeast with all 3 points, thanks to an absolutely sizzling shot from Jordan Hickey, undoubtedly the goal of the night. But then, as the game went into added time, the substitute Jordan Thewlis got his 2nd of the season. Doesn't matter that they've scrambled a point. They deserved it. Both sides deserved it. So I leave you with a final score of Guiseley 3, Morpeth Town 3.
We want to win every game, don't we, that we're playing, and we were in a winning position at one point, and goal we gave away just before half time, really disappointing at that stage in the game where we sort of weathered their little blast to start with, got ourselves on top and in front, and then start the second half they scored that worldy goal, didn't they, to go 3-2 in front and made it very difficult for us after that. So if last 8 games, 6 wins, 2 draws, so we can't be too despondent. We're going to have games that things don't go our way, a few of those tonight. And when it's, we didn't play with much quality. I thought there were, a fair few lads that were not up to the usual levels in terms of the quality on the football. And when it's like that, you got to grind something out and get something from the game. If you can't win it, make sure you don't lose it. And lads kept going and got us over the line to get a point.
To be fair to them, they're a very neat side, aren't they? They're playing very nicely.
We talked about this pitch and getting a bit of juice, and they had that tonight. It suited them down to the ground. Suits us, to be fair, but I think they used it better than we did. I thought, our quality on the ball, our choice of pass at times went too long when we could have played shorter. We didn't take the opportunities to go longer when it was on. When we did go long, we didn't execute properly, and you only really 2 or 3 bits of half decent play that we had first half. We cut them open and scored two good goals from it. So that was the frustration. Lads can play much better. It is an absolute grind this start to the season for every team concerned. It's trying to mix it up a little bit again tonight from Saturday, and there's some tired bodies in there, and it's certainly catching up with a few. And I think there were a little bit of a leggy performance at times from us tonight. And once you're behind in a game, it's then very difficult to beat a team that does what they did and put 11 bodies behind the ball and milked every second that they possibly could out of the referee, who was happy to oblige.
And you certainly went for it with the substitutions, and of course 2 subs combined to score the equaliser. So pleased with that.
Great to have, obviously great to get Liam involved tonight. See Jordan back involved in the squad as well. That gives us that extra bit of quality. We've been a little bit short the last couple of weeks. And John and John did well to combine to get the equaliser. But we're gonna need it. Like I say, tired bodies. We'll mix it up a little bit at times, and ultimately, it's paid off, and we've managed to get something from the game.
And Liam Rydell, it was obviously even for that short cameo that he's got quality. Can you tell us something about him as a player for people who haven't seen the website? Yeah,
he's proper footballer. Played most of his career, been full time all his career. Played in League 2 last season with Bradford City, and over the past three years he's local, well, very local to me actually. Seen a bit of him. Good friends with Jake Lawler. Taking that next step in his career and part time, and we suited him. I think he suits us, and obviously needed to get some covering and some strength back in that area with Reece Kendall having left. And you saw the quality he's got. It's going to take him a little while, to get fully up to speed, but certainly didn't look anywhere short for the 25 minutes or so that he was on the pitch tonight. So it'll be a really, really good addition for us.
And 2 more goals for Will Longbottom.
Barely touched the ball, did he, first half? But like I keep saying to you after games, he's like a Swiss Army knife, isn't he? He can do so many things for you. Popped up in the right place on a couple of occasions, sucked the goals really well. All great for Will. Like I say, get your knows where to put himself when that ball's in and around the penalty area.
Well, the 2 back post finishes, was that something you'd identified before the game?
No, not necessarily. He makes good runs off those little diagonal runs in between full back and centre half, and Akers picked him out really well. A couple second half that flew that back stick, and he'd gone near post, which a little bit frustrated. There were another goal for him there at back stick second half, but you can't, obviously not going to get on the end of everything, and Will does well good percentage wise in terms of getting on the end of stuff, and important goals at a time where we were a little bit all over the place in the game.
And we look forward to Works Up on Saturday. It doesn't get any easier, and reunion with a couple of old players, Regan Hutchinson and Hamza Ben-Sharif. I think he's still there, isn't he?
I think they're obviously them and Macclesfield. I think are the two teams that I think everyone expects to be up there. We like to think that we can challenge those sort of teams, but they've been flying, haven't they? Had some really good results, and not many slip-ups from them so far. Different test to tonight. I think there'll be a lot more physical, bigger, stronger. What I will say is that we can't start like we started the game tonight. If we start like we started tonight against them, we'll be in big trouble.
But as you say on the bright side, it's 7 games unbeaten now, or 8, as you say?
Yeah, I think it's 8. Won 6, drawn 2 of the last 8 games. Unbeaten here. Really keen on keeping that record intact late on, so that late goal keeps that run going for us. And lessons to learn. It's never going to be. We're a new team, a lot of new players, and building those understandings and relationships when things are going for you, it's easy. But when their shape caused a few problems a little bit tonight with the wide players coming in really narrow and flooding that midfield area. We didn't deal with that quite as well as we could have done at times, so we tried to address that at half time, and I think we dealt with that a bit better second half, although they probably didn't throw as many bodies forward as they did first half, having got themselves in front with that wonder goal. So yeah, we're progressing okay. I think after those 2 defeats that first week, if you'd have offered us 6 wins and a couple of draws from the next day, I think we'd have definitely taken it.